There's a clarity and there's a simplicity in following what brings us joy in each moment. I've found though, as we are building businesses and moving forward, there seems to be a complexity to how our engagements organize themselves and who we are to meet first, or how are we to budget our expenses, or how are we to organize ourselves basically and our lives around all the commitments that we have. I've found it to be a little confusing for myself when I've attempted to balance my physical budget with what I understand to be my energetic budget. And I found myself asking my guides and asking for a lot of support when it came to understanding how to produce, essentially. Understanding I had a balance between my energetic space and my physical space. Just a few days ago, what came to me was this meditation series, and one that I felt pretty excited about, this one, which is a meditation for clarity, simplicity, and energetic space. And as I understand it, we have a true budget, and that is the energy in which we sit in every moment. What I'm excited to open space for is the allowance for us to tap into that budget at any point. So if you're feeling a bit convoluted with your engagements, or feeling a bit convoluted and out of clarity when it comes to your finances, you can refer to this meditation to support you to tap in to that energetic space before you make those choices, before you even sit down with your monthly budget. You can tune into your energetic budget for that month, or even feeling into a few months in advance, to get a sense of your true priorities and get a sense of how you can best sort and allocate your time, and aka your money. I found this is what has really shifted for me, that I've come to value that my time is the most important thing, and it is the true budget that I am working with. Because how I choose to allocate my time is basically how richly I can experience my reality, both financially and in nourishment, and in the people that I seem to be meeting and attracting into my life. The more I meditate and sit in my true energetic budget, expanding that and opening that to more possibilities, and making that basically richer and richer through meditation, the more I've seen that my reality reflects that, with new opportunities and new people that frankly blow my mind, as well as ways to earn money that feel so much more nourishing, aligned, and like they really are feeding the greater ecosystem. They're basically feeding the ecosystem within my spirit and my body first, and so I experience that as a reflection in everyone else's ecosystems, feeling fed as well, and nourished and uplifted. So I have decided to create this meditation to support me and to support you as you're feeling those moments of indecision, perhaps a lack of clarity, or even a lack of support when it comes to understanding, what are you really working with? Are you working with the money that is in your bank account? Or are you working with the energetic space that you have cultivated for yourself? So this meditation is here to help us with this. And I'm glad that you're here joining me on this meditation. I feel like I can sense you in my little soundproof booth that I'm in today. So with that, I'm calling on my guides, and I invite you to also call in your guides to hold space for you as you move through this meditation, because there will be clarity toward the end of the meditation, and there will be a greater understanding as to your next and best steps forward over the next few days, even the next few weeks, and perhaps even the next few months. You'll get an understanding of where your energetic space is currently sitting, where you are going, and ultimately, what is informing those choices and those decisions, which is that which brings you the highest joy and the closest alignment to your purpose. Bringing attention to your breath. We're going to start by asking a question and a focus point for how we are to guide and direct this meditation. Perhaps you are considering how to best budget your next month. Perhaps you are considering who best to work with over the next few weeks. Or you're wondering who you should be inviting into your life or what your next steps forward are. And I'm just going to give space for you too to tune in to what feels like your question or your intention for this meditation. So in the last meditation, which was to support the healing of financial resistance, we held in our hands a ball of light. And within this light, we were representing joy and happiness and what makes us feel fulfilled in each moment. And actually, inherently, this ball is connected to basically everything that would make us feel joy, contentment, happiness, and nourishment throughout our lives. That is because they sit on that same frequency of joy. So this is actually our guiding force through our meditation, and it's our leader. And it is inherently connected to our heart and our heart's calling and what our heart wishes for us at that highest level. And our heart knows and is connected to Source as well as to everyone on this planet. It knows the frequency of our truths, and it aims to bring us into alignment with that frequency. The frequency of our truths, which is that which brings us the most joy and so attracts to us others and experiences which also bring us the most joy. And ultimately show us the awe that we all have contained within us, awaiting to be experienced on the outside. So just tapping into that joy for yourself. I'll just give you a little bit of space to remember this nourishing white light in your hands. What brings you joy? What brings you the feeling of nourishment? Who are the kinds of people for you that you feel excited to collaborate with, to meet? Who is exciting to you? What is exciting to you? This will be our next leader and guide, and I'll allow you to tap into that. Now I'm going to lead you through a chakra meditation. But throughout this meditation, I want you to imagine this ball of joy interlacing and intertwining itself through all of your chakras, connecting all your chakras from base to sky. It's important for us to remember and to understand on a deep level, particularly the level of the mind, which often questions these things, to remember we are part of an ecosystem. It is important for us to step into our highest joy and to line up with that, because then we can experience the nourishment that the ecosystem always has on offer for us. It's simply about releasing that which makes us feel isolated or alone, or perhaps not joined to the ecosystem. We're always a part of it. It's just time to let go of that which makes us feel disconnected from it, and from the support, the guidance, the love, the nourishment that we're all hoping for, and the joy that we wish to live every moment of our lives from, as well as the transformation, the connection, and the perpetual growth. So with that, just bringing your attention to your base chakra. See that this chakra is filled with a ruby red light. Intertwining with this light is the white light of your joy that you hold in your hands. You know what that is. You can experience joy and security. You can feel infinitely more secure in living your joy. I want you to see this white light of your joy twisting and twining itself through that ruby red chakra. Together they work with each other and they are filling each other up, supporting each other and becoming more of who they are. I'll allow you to sit with this chakra, bathing it in white light as well as ruby red. And now moving to your sacral chakra, the chakra of creativity. It is a chakra that is basically requesting for joy at every turn. I invite you to breathe this light of joy through this chakra, allowing it to grow and expand, becoming more and more of who it is. Let yourself sit with this chakra as the joy feeds it in its growth. And now your solar plexus, golden yellow, the sun. You are the source of it all. As you allow yourself to breathe that in, to believe it fully, and live from this space, you experience and live the reflection of who you really are on the inside. Most of that can completely blow you away. I invite you to bring this joy in, lace it in with this chakra, supporting it and becoming that glowing yellow sun that it is. And rising up now into your heart chakra, glowing green, the leader of all things joy. I ask you to allow this joy and your heart chakra to dance with each other, supporting each other and remembering the wholeness of who it is, everything that it wants to experience and be. Allow that joy to flourish within your heart and remind you of everything that you love in this life and want more and more of. And now I ask you to bring that joy to your throat chakra, weaving white light through your blue light of your throat. From this place, not only do you get to speak truth, but you get to sing truth. Sing it in every moment that you live. Allow this chakra to flourish and be filled with joy at the expression of who it is. And now your third eye chakra. You are connected to all things. Allow your third eye to be bathed in a beautiful purple, and lacing around that purple is the white light of your joy, allowing you to remember the joyful experiences of your past and the joyful experiences that you are to live. These experiences are happening now. Allow yourself to lace this chakra with joy and remember all these joyful experiences are available to you right now, right here. And connecting with your crown chakra, allowing that joy to connect you with your crown, bringing together the heaven and the earth, the insight, wisdom, and foresight of your divinity with the grounding of your practical life that you hold in your hands. Allow these two to feed each other, growing each other into more and more who they are. Allow that white light to grow from your mind and spirit, growing in joy, glowing in joy, and bathing you in white light throughout your whole body, inviting every cell of your system to spark itself alive in joy and to remember its very reason for living. I'll allow you to sit with that now and bathe yourself in that white light. As we move forward into our daily lives, making choices for what works best for us and ultimately where we hope to grow ourselves into. The most important thing that we can do for ourselves is have self-compassion. It's to remember who we are and why we're here and what brings us the highest joy. I love for you to feel in to that feeling of just joy pulsing through your body now. Allowing yourselves to remember what brings them to light. It is in remembering joy that we experience clarity. It is in remembering that joy is our leader that our lives become simpler. We are able to focus in on the moment that is in front of us, to focus in on the energy in which we currently sit in and how best to work with that. The most important thing you can do is to focus in your moment and to listen to the energy that you sit with. Is it conflicted? Is it congruent? Are you in alignment with what brings you joy in that moment? Even if you find the moment challenging, there are ways that you can be curious or intrigued about it, and to remember that you have created it in some way. Why have I created this? What am I hoping to learn from this situation? I'd like to invite you to feel into the month that you have ahead of you, perhaps even the next few months. What feels like the most exciting thing you could be doing with that time? Perhaps it's only a feeling at this point. Perhaps you can simply say to yourself, I do just want to be living in what brings me joy. Or perhaps I'd simply like to gain more clarity with each day, or for my days to be easier and more graceful. The more and more we tune into this frequency of choosing grace, ease, and simplicity, the more our lives inherently organize themselves around these values. My life is easy. My life is simple. And my life is clear. I live by what brings me joy in each moment and in my greater time. In this way, my life is simple, easy, and graceful. I can find joy in each moment. I want you to focus on a ball of circling white light within you and titanium light surrounding it. This is the ball of what is true for you, your highest and truest value, your most exciting collaborations, exciting work and connections. And I invite you to imagine a cord stringing down from this into the center point of planet Earth. Earth is supporting you in your truth. And it is supporting you in all the connections that you need to bring that truth into your physical reality. Allow yourself to see this cord connecting to the earth. and for the earth to be nourishing and feeding you. And now imagine that cord is stretching to the heavens, connecting you with your guidance above. Your guidance connected and grounded into this planet Earth. From this space, I want you to feel into your energetic space. That is the true space in which you currently feel you sit. From this space, you can remember the connections and collaborations, the work that is most exciting to you, as well as the moments where you felt clear, simple, and like life was easy, joyful, and fun. This is the frequency that is always available to you that you can ground into this earth, no matter where you may sit on your calendar. Your energetic calendar, your energetic space is always open and available to you and can transform every moment in any moment, no matter where you may be. Allow yourself to sit with this energetic space and tune in to how big it is. Now what we're going to do is we're going to ground from this energetic space some steps for you to move forward into making the best choices in your upcoming weeks, perhaps your upcoming months. Perhaps even making the best connections for yourself as you move forward. An idea to call someone, an idea to clear up perhaps some of your life, an idea to begin pursuing something that really matters to you. Allow yourself to breathe from and nourish yourself from this space. I'm going to give you a minute of time to allow these ideas for stepping forward, bringing clarity and simplicity into your life, to feed through from your higher consciousness, through your body, into your sketch pad in front of you, perhaps your laptop or your phone. I'll give you that space now. Now, if you feel any doubt in your body or any resistance, I want you to breathe into this and say to yourself, I choose to let this go. Breathe in, breathe out. I choose to let this go. I choose to allow my clearest and easiest solutions to come toward me and to ground themselves into physical reality. I choose to be present with every moment. I choose to be trusting that all the guidance that I need is here present for me and available in each moment. I choose to remember that all I have to do is tune into the memory of this energetic space and allow it to move itself through me into physical form. You may have an inspiration to go for a run, to do a meditation, to meet with a friend. This is what can bring you greater clarity if you're feeling a bit stuck. As I've been having fun or unknowingly doing things that are completely unrelated to what I thought was my trouble, I would have an idea or a solution pop into my head. It gives me comfort and solace to know that I can be led from this energetic space. Often it can feel like we're waiting for life to happen. But I find the more and more we choose to tap into this energetic space, life can translate itself through us and show us that there was no waiting that we had to do. There are steps that we can take right now which make us feel aligned and excited and bring us into that highest alignment with what we ultimately are hoping to create from here on in. So that clarity, that simplicity comes from tuning into the bigness of our energetic space and allowing us to make choices from this place, as well as our financial choices, as how we can best be supported as we move into more and more joy in our lives and the opportunity to experience a bigger and bigger gratitude for everything that is in our lives. One of the most important things for me about this meditation is rewiring our sense of time, because as up until now, quite mind-based beings, we have worked by schedules and calendars. But before we work by a schedule and calendar, I feel like it's very important to tune into our energetic calendar of what's coming for us and what we choose for ourselves. So often we can get a sense of when there may be big changes in our lives, and we can have a feel into what distance we feel from a certain goal, perhaps. So I thank you for joining me. I wish you all the best, and I look forward to seeing you again.